Welcome, welcome. Quick question. Do you currently struggle when it comes to creating valuable content on your page? If that's you, you'll definitely want to stick around, as today I'm actually going to be answering a question from Jessica, who reached out asking, how do you find useful content? I know you've talked about it, but would love to see examples of borrowed content that adds value. She also asked where to find good content, and with Jessica, after digging around and asking a few questions, she is actually in the fashion industry, specifically leggings. So some of the examples that I'm going to be giving you today, obviously I'm going to gear it more towards fashion, but you'll definitely want to stick around because some of the suggestions that I give as far as topics, you will be able to use no matter what industry you're in. So let's go ahead and hop right into Jessica's first question, which was really how to basically take other people's information, like borrowed content, to add value to your own page. First thing you need to do before you even start creating content is you really have to hone in and understand your brand. You need to know about your target audience. Those are all important aspects that have everything to do with like that first step, that foundation you need before you can really go further in your marketing and your branding and creating things like that. This can actually be done two different ways, okay? So the first thing that you can do is find a really good article on Pinterest on how to go about like mixing and matching patterns. And what you can do is grab that link on Pinterest and you can hop on over to your business page, your fan page, your profile, wherever. You can paste that link in there. And then what you could do in the description is maybe put your own spin on it. You could even say something like, hey, do you struggle with knowing which patterns to mix and match? If that's you, like, I totally get it. You'll definitely want to check out this great article that I found over on Pinterest. So you can literally just share the article. And if you notice over here on my fan page, if I come across like a really good article or a really great video, I'm not afraid to just share it out. And then I'll write something in the description, maybe my own take on it, what I think, my biggest aha moment, and then I'll just simply share it. Now, another thing that you can do when it comes to this is at the end, once you put your own description above the article, you can even have like some type of call to comment. So you can even put a question in there that says something like, what do you find yourself wearing more of? Like more solid colors, or do you like those bold prints? So putting your take on it, sharing the link to the article, and having some type of question at the end that's going to draw people in and get them commenting and get them engaging on your post, because that's a great way to, number one, increase the weight of your post. So Facebook is going to push it out, put it in the newsfeed of more people, but it's also a great way just to strike up and start the conversation. So the people who are commenting, those are great people to reach out to and just strike up a conversation with on the back end. So the second way that you can basically take borrowed content to share it on your own, let's say, if you didn't want to share that article, here's another way you can do it. You can read the article. If it's not something that you already know about, take notes. And then what you can do is simply shoot a video and then share the tips that you learned in that article or in the video and just share it with your audience. And it's totally okay to reference. So a lot of the times you'll notice if I'm going through a course, I hop on a lot and I'll share golden nuggets that I'm learning as I'm going through that course. So I don't mind sharing like who it's from. Back when I was going through Chalene Johnson's Success Academy or Virtual Business Academy, because I invest in a lot of different courses. And so it's not a big deal for me to say, hey, I was going through this course from Chalene Johnson or Ray Higdon and just wanted to share a few of the nuggets that I learned because I know it'll help you out. So that's another simple way that you can take other people's content and also put your own spin on it, because obviously you're unique. You have a different way of maybe teaching things. So it's not a big deal. Like, you're not stealing it. I like to give credit where credit's due. So those are the two ways that you can take other people's content that you're finding and share it on your own page to add value to your target audience. So let's talk about places that you can find topics for content. So one thing you can do is you can go to different forums. So obviously you can go to Google and you can type in like fashion forum and look at some of the different questions people are asking and jot those down. If you don't know the answer to it, that's totally fine, because what you can do is simply go and do a little research and find it. Another thing you can do to get some topic ideas flowing is to survey your audience. It's going to allow you to find out where they are, what their struggles are, what they like, what they dislike, and that's going to allow you to come up and create great topics and content based on where your audience is at and what interests them. So this video right here that I'm doing right now is a direct result of me surveying my audience. So I put up a post over on my fan page and I just said what some of your biggest struggles are, some questions you have when it comes to building a business online. So this is one of the questions asked, and I simply turned it into a piece of content. So that's a great thing you can do. So let's say you're in fashion, you can put up a post over on your fan page or business page. You can do it on your profile. If you have a private Facebook group, you can always survey your audience in there. And it could just be something as simple as, hey, you know, what's your biggest concern when it comes to wearing leggings? You could put up a post saying, what do you wear most often and why? So do you find yourself wearing jeans daily? Do you wear leggings? Do you hang out in your PJs? Do you like to dress up? You could also talk about, you know, like the benefits of leggings. I'm assuming that, Jessica, you are with a specific company that sells leggings. I know there's quite a few different ones. So what makes your leggings better than me just going to Walmart and buying a pair of their leggings? So is the quality better? Are they like super soft? They're cute yet comfortable? What are the benefits? Also, this is another great topic for anybody that's in the fashion industry. You could do a video or a post talking about the latest fashion trends. So the hottest trends for summer, the hottest trends for fall or winter or whatever season it is, because a big thing is, you know, what patterns are in, what colors are coming in. So really start getting creative and start thinking outside the box. Moving on to the last question that she had, which is really, where do I find good content? One of my favorite places is Pinterest. I do not care what industry you're in, whether you're in skincare, makeup, fashion, health and wellness. I mean, it does not matter. Pinterest is bomb.com. I love Pinterest. You can get so many amazing ideas just from getting on and doing different searches on Pinterest. It's definitely one of my favorite go-to places for content. Now, the second place that you could find content if you're in the fashion industry is Fashion Week. Now, personally, I'm not huge into fashion, so I don't know when Fashion Week goes on, but I do know that Fashion Week determines the trends for the entire year, right? So get on if you know when Fashion Week is, and be the first to sit here and share different styles and stuff, what's in, what's not in, what's coming back. Another thing is to look up different fashion bloggers, and I found some amazing fashion bloggers on Instagram. They've got some great ones. So you can Google, hey, what are the top fashion bloggers? Look up different stylists. That's another good one. And you can find these guys on Facebook. They're posting things like that. So just get creative, start thinking outside of the box. Don't think that everything that you put up on your fan page has to be like 100% original content, because there's a lot of people who teach the same thing I teach, but you know, maybe I simplify it in a way for some people to where maybe I relate to some people where other people don't. Because what it comes down to is, if you're helping your audience, that's what it's about, and they're going to appreciate that. They don't care that you didn't personally go to Fashion Week and learn all this stuff, or you didn't develop it. It's totally cool. So just share it. Serve your audience. So hope you guys have an amazing day. Hope you got some value. Again, feel free to share it out. And until next time, bye.